Hi guys, so I hope everyone's costing exam went well. I'll try and record the solutions for all the questions that were given. And let's start with the question that I got because I have the solution for it. And eventually we'll try and solve all the questions that were given and post them on the channel. Right. So here's the question. Let me see. I think you can see me now. Okay. So let's quickly get started. For those who didn't get this question and just want to do this for practice, I'll just explain the question. Basically, there are two types of doors. The company makes two types of doors: interior doors and exterior doors. The direct labor and direct material were given, and indirect cost pool was given. So this is the direct material, direct labor, and then these are the indirect costs which are given, and we have to allocate this one. So there are two methods. One is a simple traditional costing method in which this is allocated on the basis of machine hours. And then there's a ABC costing method on which it's based on activity cost driver. There's also marketing cost of 3% of sales revenue for each type of labor, for each type of door. Got it? So now let's try and figure out how to calculate this and how to go about it. So firstly, what are my cost? One is direct labor, direct material, direct labor, and then indirect cost. So in my simple costing, I'll take this 600 per unit. So I'm assuming that it's only 1 unit per direct material. So for one door, it's only 1 unit of direct material. So 600 and 900. So in my simple costing statement, so I'll take 600 and 900. Done. In my labor costing, I'll take, it's given direct manufacturing labor per hour is 320. So it's a rate of the labor, that's 320 for both the cases. And then for interior door, it takes 1.5 hours to make one door. So the labor cost is 320 into 1.5. So that comes to 480 and 720 respectively. Again, I have put the formulas over here. So that's how I did it. And even sir was recommending that you do it like this so that he can trace back to what calculations you have done, right? Next is overhead. Now the overhead is calculated on the basis of machine hour, right? On the basis of machine hour is given over here. So 5500 and 5500 4500. So I've done a note and I've written that total machine hours I have to find out. So 5500 and 4500 total is 10,000 machine hours, and 10,000 machine hours divided by this entire total thing. So this is my total indirect cost. So this comes to 46,60,000. 46,60,000 divided by 10,000 comes to 466. Again, I've used the sum function to calculate this and not directly put it. 46,60,000 divided by 10,000 would give you 466 per machine hour rate. Okay. Now this is the total machine hours that are used for one product. Total machine hours used, and we are making 3,200 units and 1,800 units. So for each machine, for each unit, what is the machine hours that is being used? 5,500 divided by 3,200 here, and over here 4,500 divided by 1,800. So that will give you the machine hours. One second. Yeah. So as I was saying, 5,500 divided by 3,200 and 4,500 divided by 1,800, this gives me 2.5 and 1.718 whatever. So this is my number of machine hours per unit. This machine hour multiplied by the machine hour rate will give me the total machine hour, like total overhead absorption, like that is being absorbed over here. So that comes to 800 and 1165. And if you add all this is the cost of production. Now, next was given marketing cost. Marketing cost was given as 3% of sales over here. 3% of, sorry, where is it? Yeah, marketing cost is defined as 3% of sales revenue for each type of door. Okay, so 3% of sales is this one. So my sales figure was given over here as 2,500 into 3%. That was 75, 120. And now if you add them up, you'll get the cost of goods sold per unit, which is comes to this much. And if you want to calculate the cost of the door of cost of all the doors, then you multiply this one into the number of units. So there are two approaches in which you can do this. Firstly is that you can find the unit costs and then multiply it with the number of doors, or otherwise you can take the total cost by multiplying the 600 into number of units and so on, and you can calculate the total cost and then divide it by number of units to find the cost of goods sold per units. The question did not specify whether you need the cost per door. So I mentioned both, whichever sir wants he can take. Okay, so this is the first part. Second part says that calculate the cost of both as per activity based costing. And now in this case it was easily given the activity cost drivers. So like these are the drivers which were given, and this is the total. So and we were given the activities also. So the first thing that we needed to do was do a total of these drivers and find the total number of drivers, and then divide each thing divided by that driver. So this is my activity-based cost system. And here what I've done is firstly, I've determined the cost driver, which was already given to me. This is the total activity-based cost. Cost driver, this is the cost driver. So like 125 is basically the sum of these two. So here, so 125 is basically 40 plus 85. So these are the total number of productions, number of material handling, material moves, material setups, and so on. So actually this should not be in numerical form, but I'll just convert this to general. Give me 1 second. So I hope you get the point. It's like, it's not a figure. So that's why it's, and now you divide the activity cost divided by the number of drivers and get the cost per driver. Okay, so in activity cost, if you recall, there are two steps. One is the calculating the activity based cost driver, and then multiplying that cost driver with the cost driver units that are used for that product. So in this case, what I've done is, because I've calculated the total cost of the door and then divided it by the number of doors to find the cost per door, right? So this is the same. So in both activity based cost and traditional cost, the direct material, direct labor, and overhead, material and direct labor are the same. So that's why in both cases that will be the same thing. Overheads is the only thing that will change. So overheads, I have done production scheduling. This is based on production runs. Cost driver is 15,200 per unit, and we have used 40 units. So that's how I multiplied it. So 15,200 multiplied by 40, 15,200 multiplied by 85, and that's how I've used I've bifurcated using ABC. So this is the solution, and you can see if you total this also comes to 46,600, which kind of tallies that, okay, I've done all the calculations correctly. If you add them up, you'll get the cost of production, and again, marketing cost is 3% of sales, which is again perfectly fine from the above. Okay, you divide that by the number of doors, and you'll get the number of doors. I mean the cost of door, cost of goods sold, and then cost of door, cost per door, basically. So this is the answer for part number 2, and you can see that exterior is 3,000 something, and in part number 1 it's 2,900. So if you are here just for the answer, this is the answer. As far as I know. But if you have any discrepancy, or you think you've done something differently, please leave it in the comments and I'll take it up. Okay. So thank you for watching. I'll do the other sums and I'll post them also, because this was something that I had solved in class. I mean during the test, so that's why I posted this first. I think there are 4 other questions which are there, and we'll eventually be posting all of these. Okay. So thank you for watching, and I hope the test went well. So thanks.